Welcome back to the Cinemassacre podcast. I'm James.
It's your old pal, the Musty Justy.
I'm Kieran.
And today we're going to talk about our favorite AVGN episodes. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Are you ready for wallets? Yeah, get rid of those old worn out wallets and upgrade to some fiber. Pack up to 12 cards. The camouflage look of this chic wallet will have you saying your mother sucks cocks in hell to your old wallet. We really love it, but apparently so do 40,000 others. It even has a lifetime warranty and a 540-day test drive. And use the code Cinemassacre to get 10% off your purchase.
So anyway, now that there's nearly 200 episodes of AVGN out there, we've been sort of celebrating and reminiscing on past episodes. So I'm curious to hear what are your guys' favorites, and I'll tell you mine, I guess.
First, I want to say I have my phone out. I'm just looking at my phone. My first favorite AVGN, the first Ninja Turtles, episode 5. Mm-hmm. And that's, and then, people ask, how did you ever meet James or whatever? When that came out, I messaged you about, putting...
That was a big one. Probably because it was Ninja Turtles. A lot of people remembered that. I remember when it came out, it was a little more like a controversial opinion because I'm talking shit on this game that was like rated #1. But anyway, I was like...
No, I'm going to talk shit.
Even though I exaggerate a lot of that,
I never had a concept of like a shitty game.
Yeah.
So it was, and I only, as a kid, you only had.
What about you? What's your favorite?
Honestly, like, like the, what was it? On what's it called? I got into the videos kind of late, like not like super late, but the first one I ever watched was the first Ghostbusters one. This was like early YouTube because, YouTube wasn't. It started off as just a place that you could upload. Everything was, it's a lot less, me and my roommate were just like fucking, I shit on his face at Bugs Bunny's birthday blowout was straight up the funniest fucking thing I'd ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Showed that in a class. I had this thing called Theories of Communication. And it was about like television and radio and all these things. And
you watch this?
Yeah. So I had this teacher. He was his name was Mr. Youngman, and he was really old. He's
Old Man Youngman.
And the whole class was about like the history of communication in every form, and that's why we as people. They're talking about, Marconi and all these things. And I got into YouTube and we had to show examples. And I showed you shitting on Bugs Bunny, and my teacher fucking died. Like he insane, so insane. And he
was it that scene? Or
yeah,
was it like,
I showed the ending scene just where you're flipping out and the shit out of him. And he's crying and then the kick through the box and just kick him and he was like bug shit on the fucking face.
Oh yeah.
And the rabbit poop
balls.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh.
The second you dump on his face, his face was red and he was like, never in my life did I ever think I'd see someone take a shit on Bugs Bunny.
That's an awesome story. I love hearing stuff like that. Lots of times I don't really get to hear like what people's experiences are like watching it. It's not like I really, take enough time to really digest anything.
Mm-hmm. So everybody's doing their projects and they're all fucking.
I actually thought when you first said that, I thought you had a theme.
I didn't even think of it.
That's
just it was just
I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe another Bugs Bunny fight. I have some ideas. I actually do have some ideas. I'm gonna run it by Mike.
Yeah.
No, hey, Mike, do you still have that Bugs? But actually, wait. I think
Football.
Yeah.
Football. You don't know it's coming.
Yeah.
I think there's a controversial take on this one, but definitely one of my favorite ones is the chronologically confused about movie sequels and titles. Just because I like more of the history and the confused talking about things. That one was good because I know you did that one, and then we did the Kingdom Hearts one, and.
You're stupid.
I definitely like that one because it kind of broke the mold a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
I also loved all the compilation ones were always ones I liked too. Like the Jaguar episodes were great. But also too, Batman.
Oh, yeah.
That might be actually a fucking watch. There's a part in it that me and my friend used to always mention. It's like, you're like, this game sucks, got to give it the Batman treatment. But you do this like swivel with your head.
Remember that I did a sass.
Yeah, there was like a sassy head swirl.
Sassy head swirl.
Also too, just the Joker. Mike Matei
yeah.
coming in as the Joker, especially at the end when you're shoving the games up his ass and you do the and it's like Commodore 64 and it's and you're smacking it in. That was just. So I used to. It was just like this was a big thing to see, especially when I first saw the Rocky episode and you were running up the Rocky steps. And I was like, holy shit, I met you guys actually through the whole thing too at Wizard World.
Because that's how I kind of got reconnected to James, because we're like, hey, can I borrow that laser scope? We're making a Nintendo Man kind of costume. You know, we just got to rip James off a little bit. So that was cool. And
I mean, I was shooting on DV tape back then too, you know?
I mean, it's funny how it still is like no different, like the way the videos are made. Sometimes I'll get to a part like, oh, I can't get past this part. Kieran, you want to record some more? My favorite episode, I think, is still the Rob the Robot one. The dialogue with the robot was really funny, and there's too many episodes.
Not to bring up something kind of weird, because it's interesting. It's the American Males. So they have the greatest theme song.
American males, American males.
The thing is, when you play their theme song backwards, it says "Slam your grandma."
Slam your grandma.
Slam your grandma.
Slam your grandma. Slam your grandma.
Video.
It's loud and clear.
It's straight up.
Says slam your grandma.
Here, I'm going to say it right now.
American males.
Put that backwards.
Yeah,
To see what
does
it sounds
it do
like.
it?
It's rewind time.
It was
Slam grandma. American males. Slam grandma. American males.
Slam grandma. Slam grandma. Slam grandma.
So you're saying there's a bunch of hunky American males that want to slam my grandma?
Like, is it like a sexual thing, or is it like slam your grandma through like a table?
Is there another wrestler called Grandma or something?
Grandma, like it's like this dude just grandma.
Shockmaster.
Gobbledygooker.
I guess speaking of that, to go back on topic.
There we
whatever,
go. Off it. Yeah, there we go.
I did really like the wrestling episode.
Yeah.
Because I think that was one of the first ones we were heavily involved in.
That's the first one that
Yeah, because you know a lot about wrestling, and I don't know a lot about that.
It's not. I had no job. I was like, I had a public access television show. Too Many Games was like, wow, you have a television show? Sure. And I was like, yeah. No one watches it, and I haven't made one episode yet.
I know we have a piece of the Las Vegas set upstairs from the AVGN movie left.
How did that get back here? I've tried so hard to get rid of those things.
What were we talking about? Oh, we were talking about that at Retro World Expo.
Yeah.
I passed out on the toilet because I was sitting there for like, I think, 35 minutes straight.
I was actually getting married at that time.
Oh, really?
It was a honeymoon.
Congratulations
thank
on your
you.
marriage that happened. Like,
yeah. But I just remember it being like, okay,
it's so fucking weird.
yeah, because like a lot of these games, it's like, how many did I actually play when I was young?
I mean, yeah.
I've always wanted to do a video where I scream fuck for 4 hours straight or something. Some of them go on for like hours.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is so funny. So I thought of an idea that's similar, but very different. Is just a long screaming fuck, but then it wouldn't just be screaming. Like certain things would happen during it. Like maybe one of these times.
I think it's bad for YouTube retention.
Probably.
Whatever.
It probably is, but
that's going to be really interesting.
You got some editing work to do. And let me tell you, you got like when I was doing the Commodore one, I'm like, Kieran, just so you know, I'm going to be dumping a lot of on you coming up. Yeah, so 200 coming up. I hope you enjoy it.
And thanks for being a fan of all this. Speaking of which, you want to take one fan Q&A question?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you gotten any better at landing the F-14 on the carrier in Top Gun? I think some redemption is in order.
Oh, okay. That would be good. Get somebody who's a pilot. I had an uncle who was in Vietnam, and he used to do some crazy shit. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching all these years. Looking forward to episode 200. So, enjoy.
Yeah, see you next Tuesday.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Cinemassacre podcast. See you next Tuesday. Remember to like this episode, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment below.
Fuck you!
It was definitely a lot funner back then, but, still a hoot, gorilla.
Yeah, it was a very Wild West